Welcome people to this new video about the new cup that is actually starting tomorrow on the 8th of March for Pokemon Go. It's going to be the color cup, as you can see of course from the screen that is on my right hand side. That's why if you're going to see me having few glances, it's going to be because I'm having a look at the main screen. We're going to have this new cup that's going to bring us just 4 types to use. We're going to have water, grass, fire and electric. Classic kind of random meta where pretty much if you win the lead, most of the time you're gonna win the game because, you know, like fire beats grass, grass beats water, water beats fire, and electric is just there like ruining this kind of rock paper scissors game. Anyway, I'm gonna provide you with 5 different teams that I created myself. I'm gonna show you 4 that I thought they could actually look decent to play in the game, and just one that most probably I'm going to run it. Most probably is because if I start to use it and I see that it's actually, you know, not providing the right result, at least a 3-2, most probably I'm gonna change it. And unfortunately I do not have still a great Toxaplex, and trust me, that little fucker is gonna run the show absolutely. Now let's start straight away with the first one. I think there's another really good Pokemon you will see right now. Boom. And we have Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn on the lead, I think is going to be really great. Double weakness to the fire, and there is no... Well, there could be few, but I really don't think in the meta you're going to find them. No fighters, pretty much, or no one who's running counter. So Ferrothorn, I think, is just going to be double weakness to fire, which you can easily counter with double water. I'm talking Ferrothorn, lead, you have a fire, you go Swampert, you will draw out the grass, Ferrothorn will sweep the grass, and then you still have Toxapex in case, you know, if you have fire, double grass, could be a team. You're always like, you know, nice and covered, but Toxapex at the same time can actually handle quite well other kind of Pokemon such as like Trevenant, for example. It is very, very scary in this meta, to be fair, because it's very glassy, it attacks really hard, and grass, it can actually hurt a lot of Pokemon. So yeah, I think this team actually managed quite well. It's the first one that I wanted to show, and there you go. It's a triple A with a D safety. Unfortunately, I never managed to get high in safety. I think mostly because the cups in general are the most likely you win the lead, you win the game. Most of the time, it's not always like that. You can always, you know, flip the match mid-game. Now, he has a coverage, bulk, and consistency of A. So I mean, having 3A out of 4, I think it's kind of okay. You still have some, you know, hiccups. There's no perfect team, but at the end of the day, you know, if you have great coverage, bulk, and consistency, I think the team overall can be considered good. Safety, you just need to win the switches. Now, let's go team number 2, which I most likely call it the freaking loose cannon, because it's gonna be a Bomasno, Shadow, Swampert, Shadow, and Toxapex. I told you Toxapex is gonna running the show. Anyway, you're just using this team if you want to bump the meta. Pretty much you run a Bomasno, you see fire, you freaking go to Swampert just to, you know, that's my option. You draw out the potential grass, you know, to take care of Swampert. You deal as much damage as you can. Of course, not gonna be that much. A Bomasno will come, sweeps in case the fire will come back. You have Toxapex, and if there's another grass or anything like a I don't know, unless there's a lantern, then you're a little bit in distress. But anyway, Toxapex again can handle a lot of team, but don't expect like with this team you win the lead, most probably gonna win like 90% you're gonna win the game, because you're gonna bomb them so hard, and if they switch to fire, Swampert is just gonna annihilate straight away with just one Hydro. So, you know, I'm talking about like a team that really can either destroy it or you are gonna get destroyed. Anyway, let's go and check. There's always gonna have A coverage and consistency. That's for me a must. You will always see coverage and consistency A, and then bulk C. Toxapex I think is gonna bring it up, but the other two, they're very, very glassy. And safety again D, because of the switch, because of everything. It's very difficult to bring the safety up, in my opinion. We have actually safety B, but I mean, it's a very spicy team, but we will get there very soon. Now, this one is just for the few lucky fellas who have the Zapdos Shadow. I don't think there's like few of you, but at the same time, it was quite rare. I mean, you have to beat Giovanni, and it's just specific time. So for those who have it, which maybe I have it, but I don't know if it's ready to actually go into the fighting arena. Zapdos Shadows could be an incredible start of the game. You just drop Zapdos there, and if you have water, if you have like flying, if you have like, imagine you have a Pelipper, like Pelipper is gonna be like, and it's just gonna fucking disappear. Of course they're gonna switch out. Ferrothorn I think is gonna be a really great save swap compared to what Zapdos is weak to. Is mostly like I think he was a Swampert, I think he was Cradily, and I think he was as well Galvantula, which Ferrothorn I think he can kinda handles. I'm not saying that it's like the perfect swap, but I don't think Zapdos, like, it's really difficult to find a perfect swap because it really gets beaten up by a lot of things. But Ferrothorn I think is gonna be decent. Because again, most probably to beat Ferrothorn, what you're gonna draw out Fire, because maybe Revenant, potentially. Everything that you know can beat up Ferrothorn, and then Zapdos can actually take a good care of it. And worst case scenario, there's like another Fire, then you have Whiscash that can actually seal the deal. I think it's very spammy. Mud Bomb does super effective damage to a lot of things, and I think overall could be decent. This one is just literally if you want to run Zapdos and you know, you just then wanna have some sort of safety net in case things go south quite quick. Anyway, as mentioned, coverage and consistency is gonna be A. Bulk, don't expect to, you know, resist a lot of hits, and the safety, again, our beautiful D, because if you lose, most probably you're gonna get the D. Anyway, jokes aside, let's go to this nice team. This team is actually quite interesting, not bulky, but very much interesting. I think it's the only one that gets B in safety, and it's gonna be Trevenant lead with Galvantula Barbacle in the back. So if your reaction when I said Barbacle is what the fuck, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking myself when I did the team, but I said, wait a second, what is the greatest weakness of Trev and Galvantula that you can actually face? Fire. But let's think 1 second. Okay, you have Charizard on lead. Is gonna be most probably the fire is gonna be used is Charizard, and it's gonna be Alolan Marowak. Trevenant on the lead against Alolan Marowak. It's kind of it's really close game. Okay, I'm gonna deal super effective. It's gonna deal super effective. Bone Club, I don't care. Seed Bomb, I don't care. You just have to go for the big bombs. Okay, so you can kind of manage with Shield. And talking about instead Charizard, you need to get the fuck out as soon as possible, but that's when Galvantula comes, because Volt Switch against the flying fast move, the wing attack, that's the name, it's not gonna be good enough, because you, thanks to electric, you actually resist the flying, oh Jesus Christ, Sky Attack, no Sky Attack, you resist the fast move of Charizard, sorry, and I lost the name again. But Volt Switch is going to deal a great amount of damage, and until it gets to Blast Burn, which then you can shield, you can actually farm it all. But let's just say that then the fire goes away, and then Galvantula comes in, and like some sort of cover to Galv will come. Then it's fine, because anyway you have a Barbacle which has a double resistance to fire, and double resistance to fire means, with Water Gun by the way, means that then you're actually quite safe against the fire, which is your main weakness. You know, you can always take care, if Galvantula loses, then you can come with Barbacle, take care of the fire, then another one comes, Trevenant comes in, you know, it's just like a ping pong game. It's always better to win the lead or to win the switch, but you can always get that, so most probably then Barbacle needs to do some extra work with Water Gun. As you can see, as a coverage and consistency, as I told you, it's A. Bulk in this case is D. There are 3 that are really not bulky at all. But safety is B, because I think weakness, the big weakness of Barbacle is grass, as you can imagine. And but that's actually quite nicely covered thanks to the other 2 Pokemon that really take care of grass. Simple as that. Now, the last one is going to be the team I am going to use, which is Shadows, Swampert, Marowak, Alolan type, and Tropius. So the plan is to show myself up with Swampert. If there's a grass in the lead, I fuck off to Tropius, because it's really great to cover. If then ice comes, that's a little bit of an issue, because as you know, Tropius will really get like beaten up. but I really doubt there's gonna be a lot of water. Water ice, grass ice. I mean, other than Bowman's, no. We know when you see this team, you're like, Bowman's is a weakness. It is indeed. If Swampert is on the lead, Bowman's no. I'm not gonna switch. I'm gonna lose Swampert, deal as much damage as I can, come with Marowak. If the water comes in, that's Tropius time to enjoy, and then I'll try to match up to even to use the shield to keep to win the lead, because then when Abonzo comes back, I need to swap it up with the Marowak. I mean, it's a bit of a stretch. It's not gonna be an easy team, but I just wanna hope to win the lead most of the time, because, well, that is exactly my hope, because in this kind of cup, most of the time you'll determined by the fact who switch first kinda lose. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. To have something like this Swampert beats, he beats almost everything, especially Shadow, because it really does a lot of damage. But then if someone else comes in, like a Trevenant, for example, Trophies Marowak, I can really deal with it. So it's kind of, you know, they have their back, each of any Pokemon. But I mean, let's see how it works. You can come and see in the stream. I stream, you know, in the afternoon usually. Weekends I usually stream in the morning, afternoon, early afternoon, morning. And then you can come and see me. As you can see, coverage and consistency, as said, it's always A. Not really bulky team, I agree with this, and safety again. It's slightly better is C, because again, they kinda have each other's back. And well, yeah, Bomas, no, it's gonna be my threat number one, with only one Marowak to take care of him. Perfect. Now, these were the 5 team. The cup is starting. Feel free to use them if you think like it's gonna be fun, because most of the time, like, it's difficult to have a proper meta in this kind of cups. Only thing I'm suggesting you, if you have a Toxapex, just go for it. It's gonna be the one that is running the show. Trust me, 100%. For the rest people, I think we are out, and I will definitely wish you good luck with the games. Enjoy the cup. And from Italian, that's absolutely everything. I am signing myself off. Peace out.